After a small break, Miss Pursuit Party is back with the 6th event, a new event to this competition, block dueling. Not to be confused with block pushing we saw last season, this is a new event. It's all about pushing the block as far as to your opponent's range, as far as you can. Well, just needed to push it there at all in order to advance. You know, some distance would be nice. You've seen this event in many other custom concepts. We start with the flag decks and the B-roots first against last. Flag decks have started amazingly well. B-roots have started very poor, and that's the same in this match so far. The flag decks are destroying them. The B-roots come back. Oh, they nearly did! That ended up being very close. Flag decks came out to a big lead right there. The B-roots fought it back, and the flag decks didn't have that wall there. The B-roots just pushed it away, but the flag down at the front was just enough of a defense. And by .01 they win it. That's the closest margin possible. So B-roots putting up some fight there, but it was not enough. Men's Melodies and Pearls Pancakes now the two teams right in the middle of the pack. Both of them already have a medal. The Men's Melodies got off to a much better start here. They have much more marbles, and now everyone's down. Pearls Pancakes have pushed everyone away, and they bring it over the edge in the end. That was not good there for the Men's Melodies. All four members were down. The Pearls Pancakes, then they did that well. The next few managed to push away that wall in the final round to push the block across and into the other zone. .34 is a pretty solid margin. Pearls Pancakes will move on. Parts of Paradise or Morning Meal Time will come out on top in the third round. Let's see. And it'll be the Parts of Paradise off to a better start. They defend each other there, and they are all down. Can the Morning Meal Time come back? Parts of Paradise have that wall, and the Morning Meal Time cannot do anything. That was a good strategy there by the Parts of Paradise, bumping their first member forward again to get an extra push. And the third member sets up that wall, and the fourth one keeps it in place to make sure that Morning Meal Time were completely locked into losing this match. That was a good strategy here for the Parts of Paradise. You gotta wonder about the strategies. How much of it will we see in this event, and how much will the teams execute? Well, Parts of Paradise have had a great start to the season, and they're clearly continuing it here. Firefighters and Doorknobs now in our fourth round. And the Firefighters got off to a much better start, perhaps unexpectedly. The Doorknobs have started the siege poorly, and then the Firefighters cancel out what could have been a great hit there. That was also good blocking there by the Firefighters. The second Doorknobs member had an opportunity there. The Firefighters did not have that wall, but the third marble came down just in time to block a potential hit. And same with the fourth marble to make sure the Firefighters would win that. And .26 for them. The Firefighters will take it. Doorknobs are out. Trident Hunters and Fantastic. No, Trident Hunters. A very strong team statistically, the winners of block pushing last season. Actually, they got silver in block pushing last season, but they won it in the qualifiers. They got off to a much better starter against the Fantastic, who were just struggling. But suddenly the wall was gone, and the Fantastic with the final marble make the comeback. What was that? Trident Hunters had a massive lead. It was completely out of the green part right there. Fantastics removed the wall, pushed it all the way back. And the final member, they pulled it back across. They withstand the crazy strength of the Trident Hunters. And all the resistance is for nothing. .14, the Fantastics with a massive upset. Oh, and that is surely going to shake up some things on the top. Veins of Valence and Charter Sellers are two teams that are pretty good at team events. Charter Sellers one block pushing last time around. But it's the Veins of Valence up to a slightly better start here. And they keep pushing it. Charter Sellers try to bring it back. But the Veins of Valence have that wall. And it ended up being pretty close. But not close enough. For the Charter Sellers, the Veins of Valence will take it. The third member was able to pull it ahead. Then the final member managed to set up that wall. So the Charter Sellers member, it got close to breaking through it, but it just wasn't enough. .07 is a pretty close margin. But the Veins of Valiance will come through. Now the Mystic Mamas and Turning Taxis are penultimate match of the first round. Turning Taxis are also good in strength events and in the team events as well. But the Mystic Mamas have a much better start. It is in 2 down immediately. And they're still going. Oh my goodness, the Mystic Mamas are destroying the Turning Taxis right now. That wasn't even close. Turning Taxis are really not having their season here. The Mystic Mamas instantly just canceled it out there. And the third member came down cancelling that last one. And the fourth member just gave it a big hit. And then by then the Turning Taxis couldn't do anything anymore. .62 is a massacre. The Turning Taxis really are not having their season here. It's even this time of event that they're usually very good at. They just completely falter. Team Submarine and Azure Army now. Final match of the first round. And it's Team Submarine with a better start. These are Army trying to come back, and it looks like they might. Team Submarine has put the third marble down, but now it's basically equal. And the Azure Army fourth marble, I think, might have done it for them. That was really close. Submarine had the better lead, but the Azure Army kept defense the entire way throughout, pulled it back there. Team Submarine tried to pull against it, but the Azure Army had that wall. And then the final member, I believe, pushed it past the wall of Team Submarine. And it did. By .02. Very close match here. But the Azure Army just come out on top. So the Beetroots will take best of the rest with that. Very close. And then Team Submarine Turtle Sellers. Turning Taxis coming dead last. Oh, how the mighty have fallen for the Turning Taxi. Trident's also down there. It's definitely not the usual suspects advancing here, but that makes this event very interesting. Flag Taxi and Perilous Pancakes go next. And it's a better start for the Perilous Pancakes, actually. Both with half the members down. The Perilous Pancakes have the lead. And they're not going to budge, no. So the championship leaders are out. Still going to keep the lead, of course, because the Tridenters were knocked out. But the Perilous Pancakes have knocked them out. Have a good chance at a medal. You wouldn't really expect from the Perilous Pancakes, but they have had a surprisingly good start to this season. At .3, they just knocked out the championship leaders. And didn't really fold at all. They had it under control the entire time. Press of Paradise and Firefighters up now. GGs that have also been doing pretty well this season. And it's a much better start for the Press of Paradise, but they don't have a wall there. So the Firefighters instantly cancel it out and take the lead. And with a member to spare, the Firefighters already are ahead. So that makes it a foregone conclusion that they're going to win. The second Firefighter model just completely undid anything the first two Press of Paradise models did and then pushed it further ahead. And that fourth Press of Paradise model couldn't do anything. So the Firefighters were just left to get an easy win from there. .21, the Firefighters also onto the semifinals. They're doing really well in this event. The Fantastic and Vage Valens now both beat an absolute titan of strength events to get here, but who will make it further? It's a much better start for the Fantastics. And they set up that wall now. Vage Valens trying to push past it, and they do. Oh, the final marble! Push it, and it's pretty much even. Who wins that? Fantastics with the better start, and the third marble was able to put up that wall. Then three Vage Valens marbles. The first one removed the wall, another removed the wall, and then the last one just pushed it, and it's pretty much dead even. It is dead even. It's completely a tie. 0. It's down to the 100th. We're gonna have a tiebreaker match for these two teams, as they'll also switch sides for the sake of it. Let's see. It's the Vage Valens off to a better start here, but that does not always mean success in this event. And the Fantastic come right back, and it's really close again. I still have no idea. These two teams are lockstep with one another. But I think it might have been the Fantastics and Vage Valens, both fantastic in team events, of course. No pun intended. I think the Fantastics might have taken it here, though. The final little push also helped get a bit more distance. .03. We've seen all the three closest margins here. The Fantastics move on to the semifinals and look to be on track for the first medal of the season. The Mystic Mamas and Azure Army now in the fourth quarterfinal. Two unexperienced teams in strength events, and the Mystic Mamas sent everyone down right away. And does that work for them? It looks like it will. They have the wall here. The final Azure Army members taking their time a bit, but there's absolutely nothing they can do. All of the Mystic Mamas, they went down immediately, pushed the block so far up to a point where the Azure Army couldn't do anything about it anymore. Maybe just this newly discovered strategy. They tried to get rid of the wall there. The Mystic Mamas instantly regrouped and put it back there to completely get the Azure Army stuck and make them not able to do anything. .53, the Mystic Mamas are annihilating everyone. And they could be on track for their third medal in a row. They are on a roll of the Mystic Mamas. Vage Valens will claim 5th, unsurprisingly after that time. Then Press of Paradise, Fly Attacks, and the Azure Army rounded out. Perilous Pancakes and Firefighters for our first semi-final now. We will move on to the final, guarantee themselves a medal. Perilous Pancakes get off to the much better start. They've been very strong in this event, and they're keeping it done, managing to time it perfectly, so that they come down at the same time as the Firefighters, so that the block stays in place, given both marbles hit it from both ends. So, the Firefighters marble could do nothing about it at the end, because the Perilous Pancakes have that wall, and the Perilous Pancakes guarantee their second medal already. What a great start it has been for them. It is very surprising, but a welcome one for sure. The Fantastic and Mystic Mamas now. Two teams that are doing very well throughout this event. They've gone through big trials to get here, and the Fantastics take the better start here. Mystic Mamas are not used to that, but they clawed right back, and they take the lead here. Fantastic with the final marble, I believe, cannot quite salvage it. And the Mystic Mamas, their third top 2 finish in a row. They're coming off 2 silvers. Guaranteed another medal, and it could be a gold here. Mystic Mamas are absolutely on fire. And with no Firefighters to stop them in the final, they might just win a gold here. The Fantastics have to go to the bronze medal match. This is .04. Really knocking off all the close margins here. So we'll move on to the third place match. Firefighters and Fantastics. Fantastics trying to get their first podium of the season right here. Firefighters trying to get their second bronze. And the Firefighters get the much better start, keeping that wall up. And they quickly regroup back. Fantastic briefly make it close. And they get pretty close in the end, but it was not enough to get their first medal. Firefighters will win their second bronze of the season. Fantastics will have to wait a bit longer for the first medal. As the Firefighters just put up that wall. Fantastics got close, but the Firefighters had it steady already. And at point 1, the Firefighters will claim a nice bronze here. But now for the top 2, the Pearl's Pancakes and Mystic Mamas. Perhaps an unexpected Final Four strength event, but it is the Final Four strength event regardless. How will they do? It's a quick start by the Pearl's Pancakes, but the Mystic Mamas already putting up some defense there. And they chase it down, but the Pearl's Pancakes have a good lead. Mystic Mamas have one more member left, and they do it! They managed to do it! Mystic Mamas with an outstanding comeback to win gold. Pearl's Pancakes already had everyone down and had a steady lead, but they just did not have the wall up enough. And the Mystic Mamas couldn't pounce on it and push it just past the zone. 0.08, the Mystic Mamas after 2 silvers in a row. They win a gold this time. Third time is the charm for them. The Mystic Mamas are on top. Pearl's Pancakes still take the silver. Again, it's been such a great start for them. The Firefighters take the bronze. Second bronze. This is the same top 2 as the Fun Runners just 2 events ago. But the top 2 is swapped around. As you see, the podium finishes here. Congratulations to them. In the overall standings, the Mystic Mamas have passed the Tri-Nines for second and are 14 points by the flag decks. They have been doing so well to start the season. Pearl's Pancakes leap all the way up to 5th. Firefighters actually drop a spot besides medaling. Fantastics also move up a bit, and it's the Beetroots are still stuck in last. But they're pretty close with the rest of the field. Stay tuned for the next event, the Shopper. Thank you for watching.